What's going on, Mooch Lifers? Welcome back to the channel. We just left for Florida. It's a vacation vlog this time. We were at Camaro Fest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We had a great time, and I'm switching it up a little bit here because I've been realizing with this YouTube journey that vlogging in my car with my camera setup, the Canon EOS M50 with the Joby attached to it, and also with the external audio microphone connected to it, it's quite bulky to be sitting in the car. It's hard to like drive, shift my manual transmission, which is oh so fun, by the way. And here, let's do a little shift there. Left-handed shift in the fifth. Oh, there we go. Get to our cruising speed, go to the sixth. There it is. But anyways, so I decided if I'm gonna vlog in the car, I might as well use the GoPro. If the video quality and the audio quality are a little bit less, you know, I apologize for that, but it's just so much easier to just hold this thing. I can shift it around and scan the road, and it's so easy, you know. Out the side, front, Mrs. Mooch, hello. So yeah, so we've been on the road for a few hours now. We got like, it was an 8-hour trip to get to Florida from Camaro Fest, and you know, we're gonna stop and get some lunch here soon, and get a little bit to eat because we're starving.
Do you have the 2 Cokes?
Yes.
Do you have the double cheeseburger and 2 cheeseburgers?
Correct. Thanks. You too. Dun 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 dun. I'm loving it. So I can't wait. We're super excited. We're gonna get to Florida, and we'll show you some cool shots from the room, and we got a beautiful view of the ocean from our 20th-story balcony, and I can't wait to get there and hang out and get my mooch life on relaxation mode. So we'll see you in a bit. I decided to end our Camaro Fest vlog. We might as well do a little recap of the event, you know, just to go over how we feel about it, how the weekend went, and what we did in a quick little recap. So first of all, Mrs. Mooch, did you have fun at Camaro Fest? Yeah, we always have fun going to the Camaro events. We like hanging out with all the other YouTuber friends that we have, and especially they're inspirational to us because we're like new to this, and we're trying to get comfortable and everything. But even without the camera, even without trying to vlog or create something fun for you to watch, you know, we go down there and we have a fun time. I mean, I just love being around the vehicles, the engines, the sounds, the smells. You know, it's like an amusement park for gearheads. When you go to these track events, any track, if it's drag racing or like at Camaro Fest, and I put some footage in the video there of the autocross. You know, they also had a circuit track down by the Corvette Museum where they had a whole event there for 2 days, which last year was just 1 day, but this year for the first time they decided to make it a 2-day event. We actually had an actual circuit track to race, which we never checked out because we're so busy at the drag, you know, strip. We're trying to, you know, help like Guitar Mageddon ZL1, and you know, it's a lot of work with both of his cars, so we kind of try to like be his roadies and help out how we can, and it's a good time. And then our friends from Indianapolis, Kelsey and Jeff and Joe did an amazing race, and he took out the top seeded qualifier car in the super mod bracket, or in the super mod class, which was basically like unlimited power adders and bolt-ons, but your tires couldn't be less than 15 inches. They had to be higher, less than 16 inches I should say. It had to be higher than 16 inches. So a pretty cool class, and our buddy Nick, Guitar Mageddon ZL1, he actually won the class, so that was awesome, and congratulations to him. So it was a pretty fun time, you know. And that was yesterday, the second day. The day we left, I worked all morning. I worked all night the day before we left. Slept a couple hours. Drove all the way down after working like half a day because I wasn't able to get the full day off of work. So we were tired, you know. And what we drove down there 8 hours to Camaro Fest, right? And then when we got there, it was like unload the car, get everything up to the hotel room, all our coolers and drinks and everything. And then what we do, we went out to dinner. Oh no, yeah, we ate. Wait, what did we do? After we got unpacked and everything, we got our car parked in the parking lot with all the other Camaros, because the hotel had the convention center attached to it and the big parking lot on the other side of that, and for Camaro Fest that's reserved for us. So Camaros only in that special lot, which is really neat. Go out there, put your lawn chairs out, get a couple beers, you know, hang out, talk Camaro, and that's what it was about. Muchacho made a few appearances. He'll be. I don't know if I filmed too much of Muchacho, but he made a few appearances. I had a good time, you know. And then I don't remember what we ate for dinner Thursday though. That's making me go nuts. On Friday we got up early, went to the track, did some test and tune racing and just watched people racing. I checked out Jeff and Kelsey did the autocross. Joe did the autocross. It was a good time, and those are our good friends from Indianapolis that we actually met because of Guitarmageddon with his events that he threw. We ran into them on a turnpike going to the event together, and then we hit it off. So we actually made a trip to Indianapolis to hang out with them, and they got a nice little car club out there. Well, they don't call it a car club, but they have a good time and they hang out, and it's a group of friends with cool cars. And we plan on making a trip there sometime. I don't know when, but hopefully sometime this year we'll be able to get out there and hang out. So yeah, and we'll film that. We'll do some pulls on the highway, this and that, whatever. Loud exhaust clips, you know, the cool, fun car stuff that we like to do. Anyways, so
head south on I-65 south.
South on south. Okay, we will. I know, she does. My phone, the GPS has Tourette's. Like, it gets bored where it's like, stay on this road for 350 miles, and then just randomly 40 miles into it, it just tells you to keep going, because like the phone's like pissed off because it hasn't been able to talk to us, so it just decides to remind us to stay on the same exact road that we've been on. Why does it do that? Freaking crazy, stupid, but whatever. It like spooks you. You're just like sitting there like, or you're just sitting there like driving, and then all of a sudden it just talks to you for no reason. There's no exit coming up or anything. It's silly. And you got it on your Bluetooth, it's coming through your car speakers. And it just like gets real loud, and you're like, ah! So, but anyhow, yeah, so Friday we finished up. We went back to the hotel, we swam, we ate dinner at the hotel, got some steaks. Then we hung out in the parking lot again, did the whole Camaro Fest, or the whole Camaro parking only festivities.
Head south on I-65 south.
She did it again. She did it again. Look, dude, we know. Like, stop telling me to go on the road that I'm on. You know? It would be like if you were taking a piss and it was like, keep the stream flowing. It's like, I know. But anyway, so then we went to the track yesterday.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Now, I like that one. Slow down for the cops. Pretty cool. Went to the track yesterday, started the qualifier runs, and then the class racing began. You know, just a bunch of different good races and a bunch of different cool cars. And that's the thing about car culture, is that like some people want to build their cars to go fast, and some people want to build them to look insane. And some people just want them to look immaculate and clean, even if it's 50 years old and it's got not one scratch in the paint, you know. And I got mad respect for every person like that. It's like everybody has an idea of what they want their thing to be when they're an enthusiast with vehicles, you know. Like, you either want to jack your truck up real high, or make your car run nines, or have the coolest, craziest paint job that you could think of, or vinyl wrap it, or add a different style wheel, you know, or bag it, or add, you know, like when we were in high school, the big thing, it was crazy. When I was in high school, and anybody my age, I'm 33 by the way, anybody that's my age would remember that if you walked into a Best Buy in 2003, there was an entire section of the store devoted to subwoofers and amplifiers, because everybody, when you were in high school or in college and you had big subwoofers in your trunk, JBLs and Rockford Fosgate, 12-inch, 15-inch, 18-inch with a 600 or 1500 watt amplifier in the trunk, you put on your JC or your Eminem or your Tupac, and you had that bass hit in the car.
Keep left to stay on I-65 South.
And you had that bass hitting hard in the car. You thought you were cool. They sold neon light strips you put underneath your dash that would actually flicker with the bass resonance, and you would have like red and green and blue, and I'm railing about it, but nonetheless, that's what everybody did back there when you were a poor teenager, and it was fun, you know. And that's what I had fun back then. My first car was a 5-speed Ford Probe 96, had flip-up headlights. It was a 4-cylinder. No, maybe it was a 6. No, it was a 4-cylinder. There was a GT that had a 6-cylinder, but I didn't have it. So I had a 4-cylinder, but it was a 5-speed. My first car. Got my driver's license. Next day I'm driving to school, shifting gears, having a great time. And I've always loved cars. So if I don't become a successful YouTuber who can make money off of it, you know, which I want to do this for fun, but like nobody can kid themselves. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get money from doing what you're doing. So is that a goal of mine? Yeah, it is, you know. So yeah, we enjoyed Camaro Fest. It was an awesome time. I would love to go every year. Sometimes it's hard to get off work, so every year it's a mystery whether or not I'm going to be able to make it. But you know, who knows? Maybe one time I'm gonna be able to get another Camaro or something. And I got some goals. I got some goals, and I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I want to get there. You know, I got some creative ideas I'm aiming for. So stay tuned, man, because eventually, I don't know how long it's going to take, but eventually things are going to get pretty crazy on this channel. I have a really cool idea I would love to do, but I need to talk to some people and try to get some things rolling, if you will. So try to stay tuned, and thanks for coming along on this journey. But we'll get down to Florida and we'll unpack, and we'll show you some I keep saying because I don't know what I'm saying right now. Is that the night we ate at the hotel dinner? So
head south on I-65 South.
South on South. Okay, we go. I know, she does. My phone, the GPS has Tourette's. Like, it gets bored where it's like, stay on this road for 350 miles, and then just randomly 40 miles into it, it just tells you to keep going, because like the phone's like pissed off because it hasn't been able to talk to us, so it just decides to remind us to stay on the same exact road that we've been on. Why does it do that?
Head south on I-65 South.
She did it again. Look, dude, we know. Like, stop telling me to go on the road that I'm on. You know? It would be like if you were taking a piss and it was like, keep the stream flowing. It's like, I know. But anyway, track yesterday.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Now, I like that one. That bass hit in the car.
Keep left to stay on I-65 South.
And you had that bass hitting hard in the car, because that wasn't
left
like
to stay on I-65 South.
And it wasn't LED. I don't think it was LED.
Continue on I-65 South for 3 miles.
I have it.
In 2 miles, take exit 164 for US 31 toward Pintiala, Hopel.
Base.
In half a mile, take exit 164 for US 31 toward Pintiala, Hopel. Take exit 164, then use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 31 South.